industrial sound actually, and a lot slower doom type sound. Mortarist Depression is is about kind of being frustrated at the rest of the world for not sort of cooperating with you. Not that you are the center of the world, but that you see the problems that no one else seems to realize are there. Um, and Life Down the Toilet, I actually wrote about my friend who, although he smoked weed and everyone does, he basically became a crack whore over it. He did really stupid stuff for weed, and I didn't appreciate it, to say the least.
Yeah, no one appreciates a drug addict. I mean, that's plain stupid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, especially when I have plenty of friends who do the same drug. I don't do it personally, but I have plenty of friends who do, and they don't do stupid stuff for it.
Yeah, so do I. I have a lot of friends who are like that as well, and they usually keep their stuff in control, so...
Oh yeah, and if we're in public or something, they don't touch it. I mean, I know people, I've met people who have been on LSD and stuff, they can at least keep control in public. LSD is the worst one I've heard about my friends using.
That's real trippy shit there.
Yeah, well, I personally never used it. In fact, I used to never believe I'd meet anyone, and it turns out I find out quite a while after knowing them that that's the case.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that did that, so...
Yeah. It's kind of weird, and that's kind of the hippie stuff anyway. Metalheads we don't touch that stuff.
No, we stay far away from that, so it's all good.
Yeah, the hippie idea is peace, love, and give everyone a hug and sit there. Metalheads are stand up and do shit about it.
Exactly. And anything new that's coming up for the band, or like any type of styles that you're gonna try out in the later albums?
Well, we've tried quite a few styles. We even, we got some grindcore elements in there, some death metal. After the first demo was blatantly black metal, and then after that we started mixing industrial and kind of a doom sound, slow and kind of deep, and at the same time it had the kind of synth tinge that you would expect from industrial, the electronic type, just distorted synthesized sound.
It's like a drone type doom sort of thing.
Oh yeah, our longest song, Mortarist Depression, is doom metal, and well, it's black doom. It's got a lot more doom in it than our older stuff, and it's still got the industrial. Skullfuck the Infidel, in particular, is our most industrial tinged tune.
Okay, cool. So, any other plans with you guys? Like, I heard there's a problem with one show that you did about people leaving during your set.
Oh yeah, we went up, and Colorado is very religious, and a lot of the people who are religious don't even know about their own religion. And we actually went up, and I was covered in blood, and the face paint, as you've seen, it's in black metal we call that corpse paint, and half the people there were actually running away.
Nice.
And I mean, I tried to sugarcoat to them to get them to stay, because I thought, well, if these guys leave, we might never get them back again. And now I go, why should I care? A lot of the kids here are emo or scene, or they think hardcore is, something like nu metal, and they really... This city is very full of posers and conservatives who don't believe in metal, period. They hear the growls and they're like, oh my god, Satan. And
devil music.
I mean, I had someone pull their kid away from me in the local mall here.
What? When did this happen?
Oh, this was a while back. I decided to wear the theatrics contacts to break them in. And a lot of people give you funny enough looks for wearing, t-shirts with Mayhem or even, Cannibal Corpse or the more mainstream bands. As long as it's death or black metal, they give you funny looks. And I had this old lady look at me, she was staring, this day. And then I had one kid actually pull her daughter aside. It wasn't, the super yank or anything, but they kind of scooched him aside, like they didn't say anything.
Man, people can be rude, eh?
Yeah, and in Colorado they really stereotype what metal is. I mean, it's funny that a lot of kids, they go, "Oh, I listen to heavy stuff," and you ask them, "Oh, what do you listen to?" They go, "Oh, Bring Me the Horizon," or some other emo band, or Trivium, or Slipknot.
Ugh, that's horrible.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I respect every musician, but
Still,
when you say something that you listen to heavy stuff, and then something is too heavy for you, you lied to me. That's how I look at it.
that's an insult.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that considered Slipknot death metal, and
Or even near that.
oh no, they're not, and stylistically, they're not even close. And personally, I don't mind some of the older new metal. Cold Chamber was a good band, although I don't think by modern standards they're new metal at all. Same with Chimera. They're considered new metal somehow because of their origins.
Yeah, but they do still have that little deathy type sound in their style of music, though. I find.
Yeah, and I think Cold Chamber was more goth rock to a point. And Chimera, they were, I guess you could say they were Slipknot-esque new metal, except they actually did proper metal vocals instead of yelling.
Exactly, they're more like a growling type vocal style.
Yeah, very, very guttural. So occasionally the hardcore type yells, but those are different than Corey Taylor just yelling his guts out and then expecting you to think that's growling. It's not.
Close.
And yeah, like I said, it's every musician deserves respect in their own right, but you should never label something that it's obviously not.
Exactly, because it's an insult to people like us that actually do listen to the heaviest stuff in the world.
Oh yeah, and I mean a lot of people here, I think the really dumb thing is that there's local musicians who insult our band, and they did this with the band Electric Chair. That band has gone so far, it's incredible, and they were the most insulted band in this city. And I mean, this city is what it is, but it tends to not have a very good judgment when it comes to music, as proven by Electric Chair. And we keep continuing to grow our fan base, and both of our bands are, well, they're less disliked here than Electric Chair was, but the bands that are hated keep getting further, and the harder the other musicians try and bring you down, the further you get, because honestly they don't know music, and the few that do get along with the bands that go somewhere.
Yeah, it's like the more insults you guys get, the more powerful you get.
Yeah, and really it is.
I mean, look at Mortias. Slapped by an old lady with her